What is up, YouTube? You have now embarked on a hero journey. Like, share, and subscribe if you came through early. If you stayed and didn't fade in and fade out, you're obviously a supporter. I appreciate that. Um, just makes it more evident what needs to happen in this new year. Joe Herb said this song slap. What's it called and where can I find it? I will drop the link for this one in the chat for you, Herb. And the song is called The Last Gentleman. It's by Aether Dark Motivation. So let's see. Here's the share. Copy. And I'm an old school hip hop head, if you want to call it that. I listen to lyrics. I listen to what people are saying, and that's what I decide if they're saying anything or not. I like the lyrics in this song. I don't care what kind of music it is. If you have nothing to say, it doesn't matter what kind of beat you put behind it. And to me, the song did slap. I mean, it's really good to ride to. I can tell you that much. At Joe Herb. And I can legitimately say I probably am the last gentleman. I was asked recently if I'm romantic, and I just laughed. I was fucking married. I'm a sensitive, passionate Scorpio. You think I'm not romantic? You are tripping. I have to keep that shit in check. I have to keep that shit in check because everybody doesn't deserve romance. Give me 1 second while I'm getting this in there for her to stay. Bam, sir. There you go. There's the link, Herb. Go forth and be fruitful. So, and if you listen to some of the other songs that they have, motherfuckers are good. They are good. I didn't think about it till I just put up the picture that I'm wearing my little messenger cap, and their mascot is the skull with the messenger cap on and the cigarette, which just kind of looks like the Peaky Blinders, Cillian Murphy with no skin on his face. So it's kind of cool. All right, so I'm here. Thank you guys who showed up today, who may have been looking for me yesterday, and I was not able to do a stream yesterday. I was a bit busy yesterday. Very busy. And by the time I had gotten finished and finally got back to eat and rest a little bit, it was like 7:30, 7:45, and I was like, I can't do a show right now. I don't even have time to set all this crap up. And I was at my mother's house, so it would have been a hassle, so I had to cancel the show. So if you were hanging in there and reading the community tab, which is what that shit is for, and seeing that the alerts, apologies, but if one of the most important things I do is give you that show on Sunday, and if I can't do it on Sunday, there's a lot going on, which means I will do it that following day, that Monday. It just so happens couldn't do it Sunday, and then I found out that I'm actually on call today. So I got my phone. I didn't go to work today, but I'm on call tonight. So if it rings, you know how it rolls. It's an on-call day. I got to run out of here. What up, A Bizzle? AB in the building. Oh, my bad. He said hello to everybody but me. There he goes. He said he's beaming in. Awesome. Y'all got manner problems. Never say hello to the host. Jesus fucking Christ. That lets you know what you're here for. personal. You got shit to do with the host. So, thank you guys for coming through. What do I got today? Yesterday was busy because the toaster, as my car was officially called, was breaking down. It was on its last legs. What up, Beast? See, there you go. Property. Come to somebody's house, say hello to them. Jesus Christ. What's good with you, Beast? You know everybody can see this shit in there, AB. You know that, right? No, dude. No listening. Um, so the toaster was on its last legs. I've had it for about 6 years, and I put 190,000 miles on it. So it was about time. It was about time for it to go. So yesterday I bit the bullet, and I had been looking for about a year, and then seriously looking for a couple of months, for about a month or so, and I finally went ahead and pulled the trigger, and I got me a new vehicle yesterday. And that's why I couldn't do the stream, because my first appointment that day was at 10 a.m., but I thought it was going to be 8 because I was going to go with my mother so she can go take care of her thing with her car. So while she was doing her thing, I would go do my thing at the same time in the same place. It'd be cool. She ended up doing her thing on Saturday, so that left me out in the cold on a Sunday, so I had to go by myself. And I went, and they made me a deal. The deal was good, and I left there with a new vehicle. But leaving there with a new vehicle meant I had to get my old vehicle back home. And in California terms, if you know, I was up in Roseville, and I had to get back to Vallejo, which was an hour and 20 minutes in the afternoon in the damn rain. It was a busy day. There was a lot of driving back and forth. So I finally got to come home today, called out for work today, so I could rest last night at my mother's house again, and then drive down today and enjoy the ride in the new vehicle. Like I won't tell you because I like being discreet, and I'm not a baller, so it's nothing fancy. It's nothing overly economical either, but it's cool. I'll text you. I'll send you a picture. I was going to put the silhouette on the thumbnail, but I thought that'd be a little bit too much flash because I'm a pretty low-key person. I don't do flashy shit, but it's cool. It had everything my other car had on it, plus a couple of more features. I lose the convertible, which I will kind of miss a little bit, but I'm back to having a moonroof again. My car before the convertible had a moonroof, which I enjoyed. Told you guys, I'll ride with the roof open, even on the convertible at night. I don't give a fuck. I like feeling the wind. So a moonroof is the trade-off. Put it that way. It's the trade-off. Like, okay, I can still see water coming down, still get natural light in the vehicle, which I enjoy, and still feel the air at some point. Not while we're in a rainstorm, but it is what the hell it is. Did it come with a flux capacitor? It's funny, but like it. No, but it came with something my daughter enjoyed, which she calls butt warmers. She calls them butt warmers, but all it is heated seats. It was like, yes, baby girl. It has butt warmers. And that was the other thing. This Saturday, this last couple of days, my daughter was in town, and she came back for after New Year's to visit with everybody, see the fam and stuff like that before she moves, because her and her boyfriend are moving to Seattle. So she would be out of Portland and into Seattle. So she came back to see everybody before they moved this month. So it was a busy weekend seeing family, taking care of stuff, going to different dealerships and looking at what they had and seeing if it was really something I wanted. And it ended up being cool. It ended up being really cool because my daughter got to see her grandfather, which she hasn't seen in a while. My father, she hasn't seen him in a while. She said probably about 5 or 6 years. I think it was closer to 10. But it was nice because my father was happy. My father, he had been in the hospital last year. He is back home. He is able to get around on his own. And that old bastard was up ripping and running in his car. He was having to chase this motherfucker down. Me and my sister. We had to chase this old bastard down. Like, where the hell you at, man? We coming up there. Where you go? Oh, well, I went here. Man, stop. Stop so we can get to you. Jesus Christ. But once we finally caught up to him in the Rich, sure enough, he was happy as hell to see his grandbaby because he hadn't seen her in a while, and all he kept doing was hugging her. You could see it on his face. He was happy as shit. So I had to actually thank my daughter for that. So thank you for making the time to come and see your grandfather, because everybody's getting older, man. They're not going to be here forever. And family is priority. Not a priority, the priority. If you're not taking care of your family, what difference does it make if you're taking care of your fucking friends? You ain't about shit. So she got to see her grandfather. The only person that wasn't there was my son, and it was because my son only had one day off. He had to work that day. So he didn't get to see him. But as far as the MC clan went, everybody was there. Everybody but my son and grandbaby were there. So it was nice. It's pretty nice. What up, Andre? Happy New Year. Fucks, man, congrats on the deal itself. Dealerships always try to get you. Herb, that's a whole separate story. I hate going to dealerships. I hate the car buying experience. I really do. And I really had to think about what it was that I didn't like about it. And some of my earliest memories of going to dealerships is my mother going to dealerships and buying cars and having a rough time with it. And I think that's what flavors my feel of dealerships, because I was really trying to think about it and put it into some kind of context where does that negative feeling come from, psychologically? Where does it come from? Okay, these are the earliest memories. If I think back as far as I can, first time being in a dealership, what was that experience like? I hated fucking waiting. We were in Hayward in the rain. It was the fucking 80s, and she was buying this gold Cadillac Eldorado for my brothers. She was buying it for herself, but my brother's father was the one who wanted it because he had dreams of being a pimp. And they were there all fucking night making that deal with that car off that lot. And I remember being there pissed off, like, why are we here? This is taking too goddamn long. I'm bored as shit. And I think that's what goes through my mind every time, because at that age in the 80s, what was I, maybe 10 or so? Those are foundational memories. Those are the feelings that you get from there. So it wasn't a bright, sunny thing. Oh, this will be fun. No, it wasn't none of that. I was bored as shit. And then we left with this car. I think they had a little bit of an argument on the way from Hayward back to Richmond. Yeah, Malika, PTSD. Yeah, it just gave you that feeling initially that this is not a good experience. The next one didn't go any better. It didn't. The next experience she had, and I'm seeing it, she basically got rooked. She was stressing. She couldn't even sleep that night when she got the next car. She said, I'm paying too much. I can't do this. She was stressing. She had to go back the next day and try to return that bitch. And her and her friend actually end up having to make a scene. Herb will laugh about this because he knows exactly what I'm talking about when I say it. At fucking Hilltop Ford, they had to make a scene, throwing shit out in the showroom and stuff like that. They called the police. My mother's friend got arrested for them to take their goddamn car back. Like, bruh, it has not been good experiences that were initially there. But then I have to think about it this is the comparison. I've bought maybe 3, 4 cars since I could drive. I haven't had a bad experience buying any of those. I haven't. My mother had negative experiences. I didn't. So every time I went to go get a vehicle, I end up getting it with little or no problem. Even my first one, my Ford Ranger Noble. That was the first vehicle I bought. My money working construction as an apprentice. Love the hell out of that vehicle. I didn't have a problem with that one. Paid that motherfucker off. First car I bought, first car I paid off. I'd have still had that bitch if that fucking stupid ass mechanic hadn't fucked up my seat, my gaskets and shit. Asshole. So every car that I've had, minus one, I have had and paid off. Every one. So the toaster that I have now, that car has been paid off. Been paid off. It's mine. It's actually a classic now because they don't make them anymore. You know. So that's why they didn't want to give me anything for it. And I was really reluctant to let it go. Even with it running bad, I wanted to have it repaired. I just couldn't have it repaired while it was the only vehicle I was driving. Because I don't keep a lot of cars around. I'm not a gearhead like that. I build stuff. I don't rebuild cars. Fortunately, I grew up with my mother. Fixing cars was not the shit I got into. It's just what it was. My mother's way of fixing a car is take it back to the dealership and let them fix it. No small shops, no friends, no none of that shit. You take it back to the goddamn dealership and let them fix it. For a higher price, yes, but it's fixed. And if it don't, you can bitch at them. But knowing my mother's mentality, she's corporate. If it's your shit and she took it back to you to fix it and you messed it up, or you giving her something new, or she will be calling corporate. So I get the mentality. Is just how she sees to handle things. I've only bought 3 cars, but drove a lot of rentals. I've driven a lot of rentals too. I use rental cars. Like when I know I want to buy a new car, I'll rent cars on the weekend. I will. I'll rent cars on the weekend that I might want to buy. And then drive it around for the weekend and see if I like it. It's a cheap way to figure out, unless you just want to be going to the dealership over and over again, taking test drives, and then having to tell the motherfuckers, no, I'm not here to buy. Let me get the hell off this damn lot. It's a cheap way to do it. Easy. Do it for the weekend. Like, even like, what is it? An Enterprise? Cheap rental. Oh, I just need it for 2 days. Pick that bitch up on a Friday, drop it back off on a Monday. How did it feel? Didn't like this, that, and the other. Fine. Then you know. The last car I rented, which was like a little Nissan Kicks, I went to Reno. That's what I drove to go to Reno. It was nice, but it was small. I already had a small car. I didn't want another small car. I want to fill up my lane a little bit more because I hate people riding up on me like they're trying to push me over. Fuck you. So I got something bigger. Second car lasted about 10 years. Yeah. My Acura lasted a long time. My Acura Legend, that lasted a long time. My Acura was the one I had until I got this toaster. And a toaster has lasted a long time. I'm thinking it's 6 years. It's probably more than that. It's probably more than that. Because when I got it, yeah, it's probably more than that long. Because when I got it, I was still at the old job. So I've gone through pandemic and everything with this vehicle. Now, what the hell? I drove it. I drove it everywhere. Everywhere. My first trip in that thing was down to Pismo Beach, where I could drive it out on the beach. I had so much fun in that damn car. Y'all seen the videos? I love riding in that damn car. Anyway, so I got the new one, and according to my daughter, it looks like the old car, just bigger. And since the old car was called a toaster, since it was convertible and I was the biggest brown thing in it, this one is pretty much the same color. She said it just looks like a bigger toaster. I said that's called. It looks like an elongated toaster. What are those called? I said toaster ovens. She said, yeah, toaster oven. I said, okay, I guess it's the toaster oven. So the new car is called the toaster oven. That's what it is. And given that everything is heated in it, like, push the button to start it up and you ain't even in the car and it starts the car, starts heating the steering wheel and the seats and shit. I'm like, that's like a toaster oven pretty much. Kind of at point. So now I get to, have a payment again, which I didn't fucking want. But it is what it is. It's California, motherfuckers. Laughing out loud. Hilltop 4 is where I first started shopping for my car. Ended up going to Concord because Hilltop tried to trick me on a deal. Still have that car. Hilltop Ford has ripped off people forever. In the rich. Forever. My first vehicle I bought was the Ford Ranger I bought from Hilltop Ford. That was the only ever vehicle I bought from them. But those experiences from my mother going through that shit at Hilltop Ford and being up there a couple of times, I feel not like I want to show them any loyalty buying anything from them. I got kicked off the car lot before in there with my wife at the time looking at a car, and it was Hilltop fucking Nissan or something like that, on the other side of the street from Hilltop Ford. Her motherfucker kicked me off the lot, the salesman. Well, you got to go. Why? You bullshitting her. What? Like, fuck it, we can get the hell out of here. Be at this bitch anyway. He kicked me off the lot. You believe that shit? Just because I was telling her I'm going over the contract with her and looking at it, it's like, he put this same money right back in here, baby. He put this same shit right back in here. Absolutely not. You said you were taking this off. Here it is again right here. He was getting pissed. So, well, you have to go. Fuck you. California car payments $1 million a month? No, because then nobody would fucking drive. Be high though. Somebody was suggesting to me, like my daughter, my daughter were talking. That's who suggested. He said, you could have went up to Oregon and bought a car and drove it back down. I said, but she said, I think they get you on some other stuff. I said, yeah, they'll get you on California emission standards. That you have to pay a bunch more money to bring the car from the other state into California. Then you got to change your plates and shit like that. They was like, oh, you thought you was getting biased? Oh, no, sir. Butter our bread. No, they got your ass covered every way. You're gonna pay them. You are going to pay them. You can't drop dead without paying them. Can't get a gift without getting taxing them on that shit. It's just what it is. It's where we are. It's just where we are, right? Frog in the boiling water don't know it's hot, but he knows he's in water. Well, that's the situation. I know I'm in water. But I like the vehicle. I did feel kind of fucked up about it for the night because nobody was really, I don't know, it was weird. My family wasn't really happy for me because they were mad because I bought American instead of buying foreign. And my mother was kind of pissed off. She didn't say it, but she was. And I had to ride with that for a day. It was bothering me that motherfuckers was really disappointed that I didn't buy what they told me to buy. And I thought about it. I have been a union carpenter, right? American union carpenter. I understand how American economy has been, or let's just say American industry has been fucked off due to the influx of foreign products. I have. My toaster was a foreign car. Reason I need to get out of it because it's a foreign car and they considered it done. They don't make parts for it anymore. You can't get them, and it's expensive to go to the shop all the time. My thinking is, well, at least if I buy an American car in 10 years or something, if I need a part, it'll be readily fucking available. Okay. I won't be subject to them trying to import it or trying to find some aftermarket shit or markup. I won't have to deal with all of that shit. It will be here. Okay. So I didn't have a problem with that. Apparently my family did because they like, foreign shit. Like, I don't even know what's the problem. Y'all work union too. You understand buying foreign shit is what fucks up unions too. Get that? But whatever. Look, I like what I bought. I'm happy with it. It looks like a fucking gray ghost to me, which is awesome. So, as long as it got the features I like, and I can get in and out the car with my phone playing the same music I was listening to on my earbuds when I get in that bitch, I'm happy. I'm happy as shit. It don't take much. I don't need a lot. I'm a simple guy. Pretty fucking simple. Like about it, the fuck you want to buy it? Exactly. Exactly. You know how it is when somebody gives you a gift and then they see what you do with the gift is not what they would have did with the gift. That's what that comes from. That you now owe them some kind of allegiance for the gift. Like, say, I buy Malika a pool cue. I give Malika a pool cue. The pool cue is worth maybe $500, which is cheap for pool cues. But say it's $500. Malika takes that pool cue, sells it to somebody else for $600, takes that $600 and uses $100 and buys a different cue. Now I'm mad at Malika because he sold the gift I gave him. It's Malika's cue. I bought it and gave it to him. It's up to him what the fuck he does with it. He didn't have to keep it. He could have thought that was too expensive for him and got something that was better his price. It is what it is. Once you give the gift, you don't have nothing else to say about it. It's done. Artisan, all three of the cars I owned were American, just like you said. Easy to find parts and easy to get repaired. Exactly. It's here. It's here, and it's a shitload of them. And driving around looking at, all the cars that are around here that people drive and stuff like that. Like, first thing they told me was, get a Toyota, it's more reliable. Because I was looking for an SUV, a small SUV. And I'm like, so I went to Toyota, I went to Subaru, I went to Kia. Yeah, but I wasn't liking their price. The Subaru dealer actually pissed me off a little bit more because the Subaru dealer that I went to in Albany, Ford, or not Ford, but get this, Subaru dealer I went to in Albany, they kind of pissed me off because I bought my toaster from them. The car I paid off is still sitting outside. I bought from them. So I just felt like, out of loyalty, I would come and see if they had the offer that I wanted on the vehicle I was looking at. They were going to give me a decent price for my car to take it off their hands. But because I said I was going to get up, I had one more appointment to make the next day. See how that went, and if so, I'd come back. Motherfucking the sales manager says some shit like, "Oh no, this is the price for today. Take it or leave it. Today only price." I'm like, motherfucker, you ain't about to pressure me into half to buy. Fuck you. I'm out. Really? I'm a return customer, you idiot. I'm a return customer. That's what you had to say? Fuck you. That sealed it right there. That sealed it right there. The salesman I was dealing with was cool as shit. But that sales manager's response, today only. Today only. What, you want to keep this motherfucker? You got taxes coming up to pay on all these goddamn cars. And you got a shitload of them sitting here? Bye, man. Bye. My daughter's here. We going to see my pops. Fuck you. And that's what it was. It wasn't fuck you to the salesman. His sales manager was a dumbass. He lost that damn sale. So when he's texted me the next day, yesterday, and oh, how'd it go? Are you still interested? Is anything we could have did for you? No. I'm riding in my new vehicle right now. Thank you, but I'm out the market. Oh, could I ask what you got? No. Wasn't a Subaru. That's what you could find out from that. It wasn't a Subaru. Because of that shit he said right then. And what I did was I texted the salesman I was talking to and told him, hey, I'm not coming back to get that vehicle. I actually bought a vehicle today. It's no reflection on you and your salesmanship. You were superb. But what your sales manager had to say really rubbed me the wrong way. Best of luck. Thanks for your time. Fuck that dude. That pissed me off. That's not how you treat a return customer. I've already bought a vehicle from you. Had it the whole term, paid it off and everything. And now I'm coming back to possibly buy another vehicle from you, to bring business back to you again. I'm big on loyalty. That shows disrespect for loyalty. That means you didn't deserve my loyalty. You didn't. I would never buy it from you again. Based on that interaction, I would never buy anything from you again. And I'm sitting here on my YouTube channel telling, the people who will watch this shit later not to buy from you again. Fuck it up for yourself. Yeah, that's very unprofessional. That's what makes people hate the car buying experience. Shit like that. Walking in there thinking everybody broke, nigga. Look, I was talking to my mother about this shit, and for me, this shit is really simple. Most of this shit, if you're not coming with cash in hand for all of this stuff, meaning you probably own a house or some businesses or something like that where you can pull out, 10 or 20, 40 racks like my mother did, everybody's financing shit. Everybody's financing something. So stop acting like an asshole about it. The main thing you need to be concerned about is the motherfucker going to pay their monthly payment, and will you have to come back and get this bitch? That's the only two ways it's going to happen. They're either going to pay on this shit and pay it off, or they're not going to pay on it, and you're going to come take it back and then sell it to another motherfucker. And go through that process again. So stop tripping. Stop having an ass on your shoulders about the shit. It's like I said, I don't like the experience. But thankfully, this experience where I got in my car was awesome. The salesman I had the same name as me. Little older, probably about 60 years old, Latino dude. Same name as me. Cool as shit. He was the one who got me out of there. It's like, no, we gonna get you into something new. You leaving with this today. Yeah, let's see what happens. But I know I'm here to do this test drive and I can leave. This motherfucker had me. We was gone for like 20, 30 minutes on a test drive. I was on the freeway or some more shit. Oh, that goddamn car. And I left with it that day. I got there about 10 o'clock. By 1 o'clock, I was down the road in the 2026. My shit. New, 20 miles on it. I was gone. And he was happy for me. Shit, thank you. End up talking to that sales manager, Brandon, up at Roseville. Brandon was in the trade. He was in the trades too. He was a what was it, construction manager, project manager, or some shit like that. He remembers 2008 when the construction business was fucked up here in California, and he got kicked out of it and had to find something else because he was having a daughter. And that's how he ended up getting to after working for Coca-Cola and figuring out that wasn't it. Went and got a job at Hyundai and eventually got to the position where he is today as being the sales manager at this lot that sell hella cars. Big 6'9" ass white boy, person bullshit. I'm like, see, this is the experience you should have. This is the experience you should have. Cool as shit. Like, sweet. So I ain't got nothing but good news to say about them. That sales manager was awesome. That Subaru dude, fuck you. Intoxicated by the new car smell. Yeah, dude, I tell you, things I like usually tend to be expensive. But I can tell you this, sitting in the car, fucking seat hugs me. I said that car, that fucking seat hugs me. I was like, ooh, I'm supposed to be here. It's like a good piece of pussy. Got that kung fu grip. Don't hold me so tight. It's so warm. You know, on that test drive, he turned on them damn Antonio turned on the damn seat warmers. Fucking start breaking into a sweat. I had this hat on. I start breaking into a sweat. Like, god damn. Is it the heater on in this? Oh, let me turn it down. I was like, oh shit, it got 3 levels? We can keep that off of 3. Because that shit got toasty. Like, fuck. Breaking out in a sweat. I thought I was nervous or something. Thinking that same thing. Yeah, it's dude, it is like a nice, good piece. It is. So I like it. I'm happy with it. And I haven't had a moment between these 2 days. It took me a while, like driving around today, coming back from SAC, back to the V. It took me a while to really ride in it and just really enjoy it. Like, shit, I keep getting out. Went to get a burger or shit like that. I'm getting out like, man, that's my shit. Get used to that. Get used to that. Like, that's my shit. Windows already tinted. Like, goddamn, dude. Like, I feel like I need a different class of woman now or something. I tried to give my daughter a ride. She was 5 now, so she's at the airport right now, heading back to Oregon. But her friend was giving her a ride to the airport. I said, "Ah, shit, you don't even get a ride in the new toaster oven." Oh well, love you, baby girl. See you soon. See you soon. Yeah, but that was it. So that's what I did. I stepped into 2026 with something new. You know what they say, more money, more problems. So it is what it is. I'm doing very good on my job. I put in a lot of work last year. Now these motherfuckers just need to pay me a little bit more for the work that I put in, and I'll be happy. Happier. The toaster oven fits and feels like good pussy, and it's warm like one too. Yeah, cozy, warm. I was over at Mare Island sitting in the car in the rain, just listening. Like, feel good. Feel good. It does. So I think I'm allowed to be happy, even though as a black man, I'm apprehensive about the shit. You know, if you're too happy and people see that shit, they're like fucking with you. And that's why I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, Where's the stash spot so I can put a fucking? Where do I make the stash spot so I can put the brick in this motherfucker? I got space now, motherfucker. You might need that subcompact job. Fucking around. So that was a good thing that happened. Something new. It was needed because I don't like doing things unless it's needed. I'm not wasteful like that. But it was time. It was needed. Got done, and that really took me a minute to actually understand. I've been pretty blessed in the last 4 or 5 years. I've been pretty blessed, and I need to recognize it as that. And my mother's boyfriend, he was the one who said it. That no, that's a blessing, man. I think about it like this. That's a blessing. It was. It is. I had to accept it that it was a blessing. I'm too busy, like, American black dudes, like somebody gonna try to pull the rug out from under me. Like, who got their hand on the rug? She say, blessed and highly favored. Yep. That's something brand new. So it is what it is. Like I said, congrats again. You deserve it. Yeah, thank you. I think I did. I put in a lot of serious work last year. And it's just trying to get that not even recognized, compensated correctly. That's the other thing. The only other thing that's actually bothered me is getting that shit compensated correctly. Because that's a proven factor now. It's proven. There should be no. It was proven the year before that. 2 years before that, it was proven. This last year was really proven. So it needs to be properly compensated. Not saying I don't get paid good. I get paid pretty well, but it could always be better. And I'm not being greedy. I'm just being realistic about the shit. It needs to be better. My stepdad introduced me to his college buddy to buy my first car from a dealership. I ended up buying 3 more cars from him before he retired, all reliable cars and not overpriced. See, that is a good dealership experience because that's all it means. A good dealership experience, what's up, Rainfire, makes you bring other people to that dealership to buy more cars. That's why my mother was pissed off. She had talked to the Kia people, and unbeknownst to her, I had sent my little thing out to Kia, so they already knew what kind of car I was looking for. They had given me a quote, right? So my mother had talked to him because she took her car there for a fucking leak. Some kind of leak was happening. She ended up leaving with a new vehicle. So I showed up Saturday, like, I got a new car. I was like, why'd you buy a new car? Your car was still new. Whatever the fuck. Look, I was kind of salty about that shit. Like, we can't just have one new thing. I can't have a moment, huh? So she got a new vehicle, but she told them that I was looking and I was going to be up there. So they were looking for me to come up there and buy something from them. I never said I was coming to buy nothing from them. I'd already went to a Kia dealer. But when she still went up there the next day, they had the car that I had questioned them about there. Oh no, we got this K4 for you here. Like, who said I wanted that shit? Well, too bad. Put it back on the lot. He was waiting for it. I told him you were coming. So, yeah, I didn't make it there. I went to my stop that I had planned, had scheduled. I went to my stop, and I didn't have to go no further. Oh, well, let's sell it to somebody else. But that's what it is. You do right by a person with one deal, one sale, you get 3 more. You can get from their family, their kids. Everybody remembers who did them straight. Everybody remembers who did them straight. More so than people, well, everybody remembers who fucked them over too. So they remember that shit. But if you did them straight, no, they'll bring other people around you. Like a hood rat chick. Fuck her good. She gonna bring her friend around. Like, no, you gotta try some of this girl. Niggas can't have shit without anyone putting their own 2 cents in. You're a grown ass man who makes grown ass decisions. Yeah, and I made a decision for me. I don't make community decisions. The only fucked up part about it is, as a black man in this country, there is maybe it's just me. Let's put it that way. Maybe it's just me having it in my mind. But I know from my experiences, if motherfuckers see you like bubble a bit too much, they start fucking with you. So I'm debating on driving this bitch to work. That's why I'm debating on driving it to work. I want them to lock in my fucking, raise incentive increase first before I drive it to work. So they'll be looking like, oh, wait a minute. I don't know. He don't need that. Well, the motherfuckers be. Look, man, this is another older story that didn't directly happen to me, but the person who got me into the trades, right? My mother's friend's husband, Ron Hamilton. A lot of respect for him. He got me into the trade, black man. He went to school. He had worked in construction. I think he still works in construction. Went to school, got his management stuff. He is the supervisor at the job that I got hired on as an apprentice. This was 90 something, right before 2000, or like 94. He bought a Corvette. At that time, one of my forefathers in the trade, Kenny, and my cousin Nelson, had told him not to drive that shit to work, because then white boys was going to be pissed off. The rest of the people in the office. He drove it to work in San Francisco. The next day, mind you, he had been driving a company pickup truck that whole time. After he drove that Corvette to work that day, next day the motherfuckers was trying to make him go on to salary. Reason being is salary caps your money. He was on hourly, and we was killing it. Not milking it. We was killing it because we were making schedule and ahead of schedule. So you get bonuses when you're ahead of schedule. We was killing it. Whole black crew in construction in the 90s, which is fucking a unicorn. And we killing it. Concrete construction, the hard, dirty shit that nobody really want to do. We was killing it, all weather. He was making his money. His wife was making her money. College educated, even doing menial jobs using your hands and shit like that. They was killing it. The white boys saw him show up with that fucking Corvette, and they wanted to cap that money. Thought he was making too much. He refused, and he quit that day. That's how it happens. It wasn't because the work, he had changed the way we was doing work or anything like that one day. No, we was still killing it. It's just because they saw that shit and they felt some kind of way. The same kind of shit that ended up burning down Rosewood. That fucking jealousy. Oh, motherfucker trying to come up. Fuck you. You need to make less money now. Because once you go on salary, all it means is, say you was killing them for 100 hours a week. Say you was doing that. The rest of that 60 hours is like overtime and double time and shit like that. That's a lot of cheese in your pocket. Coming to you. Taxes, state of California love you, but you catch a lot of that. Okay. They put you on salary, them 60 hours, blow that shit away. It don't matter. You locked into one price. You are locked into one price no matter how many hours your ass work. You could have still worked that same 100 hours. You still getting that locked in pricing. Don't matter. You were never off work. And you always make the same money. Now, the only flip side to that is no matter how little you work, you still make the same money too. But somebody that actually does their job and care about their job is always going to be working. They're always going to be putting in more work. So basically, you're getting fucked. You're fucking yourself. He knew that. He was smart enough to know that. He refused and he quit over that shit. Then that same day, that white boy in the office who thought he was hot shit, didn't like the fact that he was driving that Corvette, came out there and tried to tell us that he was in charge now and so is gone and this is how we gonna run it. Like, you ain't built this team, motherfucker. You ain't never out here. You have no conversations with us. We can do this without you. Yeah, never let anybody know your business. Hell no. Nah. Or what you have, because especially the job I have now, there's too many people pocket watching. Too many. These motherfuckers more interested about what's going on in my pocket and how much I'm getting paid than I am. And they ain't got to do shit but do their fucking job. Oh, you showed up late. The fuck does it mean to you? You don't pay me. I got PTO time coming out my asshole. They just had to pay me in December for PTO time I didn't take. Had to pay me. And I still got shit in. Lame. Rosie like, amen to that. Like, yeah, they don't need to know. The toaster oven will be at the house, and I'll be driving the toaster to work. Puttering, all the rest of that shit, them having they giggle like, man, that's a small car. This is a car. Fuck yeah. Think what you want, motherfucker. Think what you want. As you can see, my car is not working well. I need my increase. I need my increase. You see, I need it. Smart man. Maybe. I just said this shit online, so some of them nosy motherfuckers be listening. But luckily, they're not the ones in charge of my money. But yeah, I'm gonna still drive my toaster. Welcome. Why? You don't have, look, I told y'all before, I like what I do for work, but I do that so I can do the things I want to in my life. I'm not there for the friendship. I'm not there for the camaraderie. I'm there to get fucking paid. I come to work to do it because I'm good at it, and I want to get paid. Plain and simple. So you don't get access to all my life like that. When I put my floating holiday in for today, I had to tell my facility director because he wanted to text me, oh, why are you taking off? Because I got family business and it's private. When you coming back? Tuesday. One word, short answers. Nigga, you asking way too many goddamn questions. It's none of your goddamn business. All you need to do is approve it or not. And since it's a floating holiday, it's a given. I'll let you know 24 hours in advance. There is no. Stop being fucking nosy. Fuck you need to know all my damn business for. Only thing you need to be talking to me about is compensation increase. That's the only conversation I'm waiting to hear. And they got 3 more days to deliver that conversation. My sister and I both have Hondas. She has driven that thing all over the country for 12 years, and the only complaint she has is about the clear coat peeling. Yeah, that's what happens on those. I laughed and said, just paint it. It's like that with my Acura. That fucking Acura, I had a dude tell me he tried to make it fail. A smog tested it wouldn't fail. Too damn durable. The only thing on it bad was the fucking paint. It would flake off. Get down to the clear coat. Otherwise, the motherfucker's still running. The person who bought the car is still driving. I saw the car up in fucking Pinole. I'm like, that's my old car. Shit is still on the road. Still. Whatever. That's what they were telling my parents. My mother was telling me about the American car. Oh, they ain't reliable. Neither was the Sherman tank. But they had parts out the ass for it. And they can fix it really quickly. So we don't win it. Just saying. Then Rainfire said a salary position at my job were a joke too. They offered you a company vehicle and free gas, but you used to lose about 8 to 9K a year in overtime, plus more stress. Most took a demotion in a year. Yeah, see, it's you have to figure out what works for you. If you want to be promoted up through the company, you may have to take a salary position. But what they don't tell you, the salary position comes with perks. Some of those perks come in the forms of incentives. So even if you sign for something that seems low or a little better than what you're making now, those perks make it higher. Like, say you wanted to be a cop right now, and they told you, oh, well, starting pay is only 86,000. You'd be like, oh, fuck that. California, you'd be like, fuck that. Anywhere else in the country, you'd be like, shit, I'll do it twice. Well, what happens is, yes, your starting is 86, but your ass is going to do overtime out the goddamn ass because the police has a good union. So you're going to make upwards of 6 figures. Easy. So your base is just the starting blocks. You're going to make way over that every year. Without being on a salary. That's how that shit works. So you just have to figure out what that package is when they offer you something like that. Where does the money part for you kick in? Like they say teachers don't make much money. It's an underpaid profession. That's why they don't make money. Bullshit. Teachers make their money later. Dr. Rosie in here. Teachers make their money later. Not up front. Later. If so, there wouldn't be so many people still going into fucking teaching. And trust me, it ain't because they want to teach no goddamn kids. Have we had? Well, it's only been 5 days into this year, so we ain't heard about the last teacher who was fucking on one of her students yet, or getting stuff by her students in elementary or junior high school. We ain't heard about that yet. It's only 5 days in. We might need to wait another weekend so we can find out about the New Year's Eve party that Miss So-and-so threw. It happens later. How did you even think of that? I tell them, Dr. Rosie said, I tell them that I have anal glaucoma when I'm calling out. I can't see my ass going into work. That's pretty goddamn funny. That's pretty goddamn funny. I thought of telling them I have a complication from a sex change. You can't ask me about that shit in California. So now it's an HR issue because you're prying into my personal business. Well, like an artisan, I was a cop for 11 and a half years. I made a lot in overtime and the raises every 5 years. And that's the thing. Your regular raises kick in and you get overtime. Now, I'm corporate, so there's other incentives there, but it's always incentives on performance. Your team and shit like that do good. Oh, it'll be some incentives. They don't tell you that up front, but it's in there. It's in your package. That's why none of them people trying to get out of those goddamn positions and everybody trying to get up there. That's the point. They're not trying to go up there because they actually give a fuck about the company. No, they're trying to get up there because they know there's a more benefits package in there. And if you ever have to leave, you leave at that salary, then they got to pay your ass out a shitload. And then you take that money and go do some other shit, start you another business or something. So you get the opportunity to do it. You have to look at it how it benefits you. If it can benefit you, don't think about the immediate, oh, I lost 8K. Yeah, but if you wait a year, then you got 10K. Is that better or worse? 1 second, I got a call. This is how your boy gets paid. As long as my phone works. So, water leak in a regular place. I got options. I got to go into work now because I'm on call. I just got a call, so I need to head in and take a look at that. But from the time of that call, I am now getting paid. But the choice I'm making now is do I take the toaster or the oven? Or the toaster oven? Decisions, decisions. Come on. This fucking thing. Fucking thing. She said the oven. Take the oven. Yeah. Thinking about that because nobody will be there, so it's not like anybody will know. 758. But it'll be more fun. I just don't want to get into no messy ass shit. I have to get my new warm coochie all dirty. I didn't get the my floor mats for the rain show up Wednesday. God damn it. Son of a bitch, dude. All the rest of this shit. I hate when the thing does not work correctly. Fuck. Thank you. Verifications. Yes, it is still raining out here. But I told them 45 minutes to an hour, so I'm getting 2 hours of free pay just for driving there. Yeah, see, I know I liked you for a reason, Malika. I'm thinking, man, like if you're staying overnight, take the toaster. Yeah, possibly, but they took the couches out of the break room. Same motherfucker that want to know why I'm taking off, like it mattered when I have plenty of time to use, is the one who decided to take the couches out of there to get new couches. So they just removed the couches out of our break room because they don't want nobody sleeping on the. It's a fucking break room. What are you talking about? Stupid. You just wanted to let me know this year you're getting married? Okay. So who are you getting married to? I don't believe you, but might as well throw it out there. It'd be funny. You say, congrats, Dr. Rosie. No, like she is not getting married. She's not getting married. You're just saying that shit trying to be funny. She said, yeah. I know you're not getting married. That's what I do know. I know you're not getting married. Maybe one day, not this year. 6:18 is 6:00. Yep. So the second shift. Second shift just got off. So now they're gonna start calling in work orders. So that means it's an old car night, Malika. It's an old car night. Which means I spent a lot of time talking about other shit. And now I need to get out of here and get on my way, but I will grab my bag with my laptop in it so I can well, I'm probably not gonna stream again tonight. It's Monday. Y'all got work in the morning. But I didn't get a chance to talk about New Year's, new rules, the Venezuelan raid since the Orange and Chief just went Nino Brown on Venezuela, like taking over the Carter. He just went and took over Venezuela. And what movies I'm anticipated or I'm looking forward to this year, which shouldn't be very many. Shouldn't be very many. Yep, you're right too, Andre. Yeah, keep the toaster oven, or keep the toaster oven at home, and just drive the toaster. Let the toaster live out his life running free. Just be a little irritation, but I've been doing it. So that's what it will be. I parked it out front for a reason because I figured I would get a call tonight anyway, just because it's raining. And the call that I just got is minor, but I'll go see about it because I'm getting paid to do it. So why the fuck not? I already ate. I can fall asleep in my chair at the conference table, get my breakfast in the morning, and be good. But I will say thank you guys for coming up or coming through today on a Monday night. I know I missed you Sunday. I did. If you missed me, awesome. If you didn't, fuck you. I don't know why not, but I got to get out of here now because I have more work to do because it pays for things like being able to get me new shit. If YouTube was doing better, I'd spend more time here. But that is directly related, I guess, to me and my personality. But yeah, thank you, Malika. I will drive safe because California drivers don't know how to drive when the rain starts falling. Fucking stupid. That's why I stayed at my mother's house last night because I did not want to drive back at 8 o'clock from Sacramento. Them motherfuckers was driving dumb as hell at 5 in the evening. As soon as it got dark, it got worse. I was not going to be out there with them. Not in the new whip. No, I'll go to sleep. Catch you in the morning when it's dry. So I will see you guys next time. We'll do a hero's journey, and I will try. I can tell you this: I will try to do more streams during the week. I think maybe 2 days. 2 days out the week. So I'll do a Sunday, maybe a hump day hijinks, and then catch y'all on a Sunday again. A couple days in between there. Because this should be an awesome year. And a lot of stuff going on. I'm the captain of both my full teams, 8-ball and 9-ball. So I'm going to be captain this season. And I'm still going to Vegas for the World Tournament. And I got a regional tournament coming up as well, where I can possibly get another paid trip to Vegas. So it's going to be an interesting year. I'm getting ready for that. Need this last domino to fall into place so we can have everything rolling like V for Vendetta. So appreciate you guys coming through, showing that love. I don't think anybody supported, but I didn't ask and I didn't put the banner up, so that's bad on me. Anyway. But I will see you guys next time. See you guys next time. Peace.